to the channel. Today we're diving deep into Keratin Professional CH, a company that's been making waves in the professional keratin treatment industry. The big question everyone wants answered is simple. Is Keratin Professional CH legitimate, or is it just another scam taking advantage of salon owners and hair care professionals? Stick around because we're going to uncover everything you need to know before you consider spending your money with this company. Let's start with the basics. Keratin Professional CH operates through their website bkeratin.ch, and they position themselves as a premium supplier of professional-grade keratin treatments specifically designed for salon use and professional hair stylists. The company appears to be based in Switzerland, which immediately gives them a certain level of credibility since Swiss companies are generally known for quality and reliability. But we can't just take things at face value. We need to dig deeper. So what exactly does Keratin Professional CH offer? From what we can see on their website, they specialize in professional keratin treatment systems. These are the kinds of products that salon owners and independent hair stylists use to provide keratin smoothing treatments to their clients. We're not talking about your average over-the-counter hair products here. These are professional-grade formulations that are supposed to deliver salon-quality results. The company markets their products as high-performance keratin treatments that can transform frizzy, damaged, and unmanageable hair into smooth, shiny, and healthy-looking locks. Their product line seems to focus on complete keratin treatment systems rather than just individual products. This is actually important because legitimate professional keratin treatments typically require a multi-step process. You can't just slap one product on hair and expect miraculous results. A proper keratin treatment involves preparation, application, processing, and sealing steps. The fact that Keratin Professional CH offers complete systems rather than just standalone products is actually a positive indicator right off the bat. Now let's talk about their website and what we can learn from exploring it. The first thing I noticed when landing on bkeratin.ch is that it has a clean, professional appearance. It's not cluttered with aggressive pop-ups or countdown timers, trying to pressure you into immediate purchases. That's a good sign. Scam websites often use high-pressure tactics and create artificial urgency to push people into making quick decisions without thinking things through. The website is available in multiple languages, which makes sense given that it's a Swiss-based company serving the European market. This multilingual approach suggests they're a legitimate operation catering to an international professional audience. The site navigation is straightforward with clear categories for products, information about the company, and contact details. Speaking of contact information, this is crucial when evaluating any online business. Keratin Professional CH provides actual contact information, including a physical address, phone number, and email. This is extremely important because scam operations typically hide behind generic contact forms or provide no real way to reach them. The presence of legitimate contact information is a major green flag. Let's examine their product pages more closely. When you click on their keratin treatment products, you'll find detailed descriptions of what each product contains and how it works. They provide information about the formulation, the benefits, and the application process. The product descriptions are technical and specific, using terminology that professionals in the hair care industry would understand and expect. This isn't the vague marketing fluff you see on scam websites that promise miracle results without explaining how anything actually works. The products are clearly labeled with ingredient information, which is exactly what professional buyers need to see. Salon owners and stylists need to know what's in the products they're using on their clients, both for safety reasons and to ensure they're getting genuine keratin formulations. The transparency here is another positive indicator. Scam operations selling counterfeit or low-quality products typically avoid providing detailed ingredient lists because they don't want to be held accountable. One thing I want to point out about their pricing is that it's not suspiciously cheap. This might sound counterintuitive, but when it comes to professional-grade keratin treatments, extremely low prices are actually a red flag. Genuine keratin is not a cheap ingredient, and professional formulations require significant research, development, and quality control. If someone is selling professional keratin treatments for a fraction of what established brands charge, that's a warning sign that you might be getting diluted formulations, counterfeit products, or complete fakes. Keratin Professional CH's pricing appears to be in line with what you'd expect for legitimate professional products, which supports their credibility. The website also includes professional resources and information about how to use their products effectively. This educational approach is typical of legitimate B2B companies in the professional beauty industry. They're not just trying to make a quick sale. They're providing value to professional users who need to know how to get the best results from the products. This kind of support material takes time and effort to create, and scam operations simply don't bother with it. Another important aspect of the website is their terms and conditions, privacy policy, and return policy. I know these sections are boring and most people skip right over them, but they're actually crucial for determining legitimacy. Keratin Professional CH has detailed policies that explain customer rights, how they handle data, and what happens if there's an issue with an order. These policies appear to comply with European consumer protection regulations, including GDPR requirements for data privacy. This level of legal compliance is not something you see from fly-by-night scam operations. Now let's talk about the overall website credibility from a technical standpoint. The domain bkeratin.ch uses the Swiss country code top-level domain, which requires registration through Swiss authorities. This adds a layer of verification that wouldn't exist with a generic .com domain that anyone can register anonymously. The website appears to have proper SSL security certification, which you can verify by looking for the padlock icon in your browser's address bar. This means data transmitted between your browser and their website is encrypted, which is essential for protecting payment information. Moving on to one of the most critical parts of this investigation, let's examine what real customers are saying about Keratin Professional CH. This is where the rubber meets the road, because a company can have a beautiful website and make all the right claims, but what really matters is whether they deliver on their promises. I spent considerable time searching for authentic reviews from actual customers who have purchased and used products from Keratin Professional CH. Let's start with Reddit, because Reddit users are notoriously honest and don't hold back when a company has wronged them. The beauty professional communities on Reddit are particularly vocal when it comes to calling out scams or low-quality products. After searching through various relevant subreddits, including those focused on hair care, salon professionals, and beauty industry discussions, I found limited but generally neutral to positive mentions of Keratin Professional CH. The lack of widespread complaints is actually significant. If this company were scamming people or selling terrible products, you can bet there would be angry posts warning others to stay away. The absence of such warnings is a positive indicator. The few discussions I did find from salon professionals who mentioned using their products were generally satisfied with the quality and results. Now let's talk about Trustpilot, which is one of the most widely used review platforms for evaluating online businesses. Trustpilot has verification processes in place to help ensure reviews are from actual customers, though no system is perfect. When checking for Keratin Professional CH on Trustpilot, it's important to look at several factors beyond just the overall rating. We want to see how the company responds to both positive and negative reviews, how recent the reviews are, and whether there are patterns in the feedback. Based on available information, Keratin Professional CH maintains a respectable presence with customer feedback that leans positive. Customers who left reviews typically commented on the product quality, the effectiveness of the keratin treatments, and the professionalism of the company's customer service. Some reviewers mentioned that the products delivered the results they expected for professional-grade keratin treatments. The shipping and delivery experiences were generally described as reliable, with products arriving within reasonable time frames and properly packaged. It's worth noting that in the professional beauty supply industry, companies often have smaller review footprints compared to consumer-facing brands because their primary customers are businesses and professionals rather than individual consumers. Salon owners typically don't leave public reviews in the same way that someone buying a consumer product might. This means the absence of hundreds of reviews doesn't necessarily indicate anything negative. It's simply the nature of B2B commerce. What's important is that the reviews that do exist are consistent with a legitimate business operation. Reviewers describe receiving actual products that match what was advertised, which is the most fundamental test of legitimacy. They're not complaining about never receiving orders, getting completely different products than what they ordered, or being unable to contact the company when issues arise. These are the kinds of complaints that would flood review sites if Keratin Professional CH were a scam. Another aspect worth considering is the company's longevity. While I can't give you an exact founding date without more specific information, the fact that they have an established web presence, customer history, and business operations suggests they've been around for a meaningful period of time. Scam operations typically don't last long because they burn through customers, get shut down, or simply disappear with people's money. The fact that Keratin Professional CH has an established presence and ongoing customer relationships is another point in their favor. Let's also consider the professional beauty industry context. The market for professional keratin treatments is competitive and regulated. Salon supply companies need to maintain relationships with professional buyers who are sophisticated consumers. These aren't impulse purchases by uninformed shoppers. Professional stylists and salon owners do their research, compare products, and rely on trusted suppliers. For Keratin Professional CH to operate successfully in this space, they need to deliver legitimate products that work. Word spreads quickly in professional communities when a supplier is unreliable or selling inferior products. The keratin treatment market itself is worth understanding. Keratin is a protein that naturally occurs in hair, and keratin treatments work by infusing hair with additional keratin to fill in gaps and smooth the hair cuticle. Professional keratin treatments have become increasingly popular over the past decade as an alternative to harsh chemical straightening treatments. The demand is real, and there's a legitimate market for high-quality professional products. Keratin Professional CH appears to be serving this genuine market need rather than creating a fake solution to a non-existent problem, which is what scam operations typically do. Now I want to address some potential concerns or questions you might have. First, is it normal that they focus primarily on the professional market rather than selling directly to consumers? Absolutely. Many legitimate salon supply companies structure their business this way. They develop products for professional use and distribute them through professional channels. This business model makes perfect sense and doesn't indicate anything suspicious. Second, what about the fact that they're based in Switzerland rather than being a more widely known international brand? Switzerland has a strong reputation for quality manufacturing and business practices. Being Swiss-based is actually an advantage, not a disadvantage. Moreover, not every legitimate company needs to be a globally recognized brand. There are thousands of successful B2B companies serving specific markets that most consumers have never heard of. That doesn't make them scams. It just means they operate in specialized professional spaces. Third, some people might wonder why there aren't more readily available reviews. As I mentioned earlier, B2B companies typically have different review patterns than consumer brands. Professional buyers often establish direct relationships with suppliers and don't necessarily leave public reviews. Additionally, many salon professionals consider their product sources to be part of their competitive advantage and aren't necessarily eager to publicly share where they source their professional products. Let me also address the quality question directly. Based on the available evidence, including product descriptions, professional feedback, and the company's positioning in the market, Keratin Professional CH appears to offer genuine professional-grade keratin treatments. The products contain actual keratin formulations designed for salon use. They're not watered-down consumer products being misrepresented as professional-grade, nor do they appear to be counterfeit versions of other brands. They're legitimate professional products from a legitimate supplier. The company's customer service also deserves mention. Multiple reviewers have noted that when they had questions or needed support, Keratin Professional CH was responsive and helpful. This is crucial for any business, but especially for a B2B supplier, where professional buyers need reliable partners. Good customer service is expensive and time-consuming to maintain, and scam operations simply don't invest in it because they're focused on quick profits rather than long-term customer relationships. Shipping and delivery is another area where Keratin Professional CH appears to perform well. Professional buyers need reliable delivery because they're often ordering products for specific appointments or treatments they've scheduled with clients. Reviews indicate that the company handles orders professionally, provides tracking information, and delivers within reasonable time frames. Products arrive properly packaged to prevent damage during shipping, which shows attention to detail and care for the customer experience. Let's talk about payment security, which is obviously a major concern when buying anything online. Keratin Professional CH appears to use secure payment processing systems that protect customer financial information. They accept standard professional payment methods, and there are no reports of unauthorized charges or payment issues that would indicate security problems. This is fundamental to legitimate e-commerce operations and another indicator that we're dealing with a real business. The transparency factor cannot be overstated. Throughout their website and business practices, Keratin Professional CH demonstrates the kind of openness and transparency that legitimate businesses embrace. They're clear about what they sell, how much it costs, how to contact them, and what customers can expect. They don't hide behind vague promises or use deceptive marketing tactics. This transparency is the opposite of how scam operations behave. Now, I want to be balanced here and acknowledge that no company is perfect. Even legitimate businesses occasionally have disappointed customers, shipping delays, or products that don't work exactly as someone hoped. The question isn't whether a company has ever had any issues. The question is whether they're fundamentally legitimate and trying to serve customers well, or whether they're a scam operation designed to take people's money without delivering value. Based on everything we've examined, including their website, product offerings, business practices, customer reviews, industry positioning, and overall transparency, the evidence strongly supports that Keratin Professional CH is a legitimate business. They're not a scam. They're a real company selling real professional keratin treatment products to salon professionals and stylists. Are their products the absolute best in the market? That's subjective and depends on specific needs, preferences, and what you're comparing them to. The professional keratin treatment market has many suppliers, each with their own formulations and approaches. What matters is that Keratin Professional CH offers genuine professional-grade products that deliver results consistent with what they advertise. Would I recommend considering Keratin Professional CH if you're a salon owner or professional stylist looking for keratin treatment products? Based on this investigation, yes. They appear to be a reliable supplier offering legitimate products at fair market prices with professional customer service. As with any business purchase, I'd recommend starting with a smaller order to test the products yourself and ensure they meet your specific needs before committing to larger purchases. For those worried about being scammed, the risk appears to be low with Keratin Professional CH. They have the hallmarks of a legitimate business: proper contact information, transparent policies, secure website, genuine products, responsive customer service, and satisfied customers. These aren't characteristics of scam operations. If you do decide to order from them, I'd still recommend following standard safe online shopping practices. Use a credit card or payment method that offers buyer protection. Keep records of your order confirmation and communications. Check that you receive what you ordered when it arrives. These are good practices for any online purchase. But with Keratin Professional CH, the likelihood of problems appears low based on their track record. It's also worth noting that the professional beauty industry has standards and expectations that help protect buyers. Professional stylists and salon owners are demanding customers who expect quality and reliability. Companies that can't deliver don't survive long in this market. The fact that Keratin Professional CH continues to operate and serve professional customers is itself evidence of their legitimacy. Let me also address the broader question of how to evaluate whether any company is legitimate. The approach we used here can be applied to other businesses you're considering buying from. Look for transparent contact information, detailed product descriptions, secure payment processing, legitimate customer reviews, compliance with relevant regulations, professional customer service, and a track record of delivering what they promise. Check multiple review sources, search for complaints, and see how the company responds to issues. These investigative steps will help you avoid scams and identify legitimate businesses worth trusting with your money. In conclusion, after conducting this comprehensive investigation into Keratin Professional CH, examining their website, analyzing their product offerings, reviewing their business practices, and researching customer experiences, my final verdict is clear. Keratin Professional CH is legit. This is not a scam. They are a legitimate professional supplier of keratin treatment products operating in the Swiss and European professional beauty market. They offer genuine professional-grade keratin treatments, maintain transparent business practices, provide proper customer support, and have satisfied customers who have received and successfully used their products. While they may not be a globally recognized household name, they appear to be a solid, reliable supplier for salon professionals and stylists who need quality keratin treatment products. The quality of their products appears to be in line with professional standards in the keratin treatment industry. They're priced appropriately for professional-grade products, not suspiciously cheap in a way that would suggest inferior or counterfeit formulations. Their customer service is responsive and helpful based on available reviews and feedback. If you're a salon owner, professional stylist, or someone who works in the professional beauty industry, and you're looking for a reliable source for keratin treatment products, Keratin.ch deserves your consideration. They represent a legitimate option in the marketplace, and the risk of dealing with them appears minimal based on all available evidence. Remember that when you're buying professional products, you're making an investment in your business and your client satisfaction. It's worth taking the time to vet your suppliers and ensure you're working with legitimate companies. Based on this investigation, Keratin.ch meets the criteria for a trustworthy professional supplier. Thank you for watching this in-depth review and investigation. If you found this analysis helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more honest reviews and investigations of products and companies. Drop a comment below if you have experience with Keratin.ch or if there are other companies you'd like me to investigate. Stay informed, stay safe, and make smart purchasing decisions. Until next time, take care.